What's up, everybody?
YouTube was bracket, man. We got another haircut right here. Bro, what would you call this haircut, man?
I would call it I don't know, man. Just a low fade with I don't know. I forgot how he does his hair. I think he combs it to the side.
Yeah, it's like a low fade with the side part. He's trying to keep the top as long as possible because his hair's going, man. I don't know.
Call him out like
I'm
that.
just saying, I don't know the name of this haircut, but he came in here, wants a low fade. He wants to keep the ridge dark so he can comb it, do his thing, comb it over. He didn't want to take anything off the top except blend it on the side so it's not hanging over. So that's the name of the haircut. Nice. All right, so hey, we're balding him out right here, contouring it, but we're also trying to keep it as low as possible, but still that we take enough space so that it looks like a fade. It's not like condensed.
All right, so I don't know, you just cut this shit, dude.
Are you?
All right, so first of all, I just want to say sorry for the last clip. We're trying to do this in one take.
We're trying to do this whole video in one take, but obviously we had to cut it because Diego got awkward. Apologize for swearing, bro. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, YouTube. But he just left me with nothing else to say, so I couldn't say much. You know, he's just balling out like he explained earlier.
Okay, but explain. Look at those hitters I'm using, bro. Those are the ones I got from work, man. The Osters.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we got a 2. I believe, yeah, this is all the way open. It's a clear bulk, and so I can kind of set how high I want to do my fade. I end up moving it a little bit higher, but he really emphasized on keeping the side longer so that he can comb it over. He doesn't want it super tight all the way around the ridge. So you have to be courteous to that. And then also, I think I also do a 3 later in the video, just because I want to take enough space with my fade so it doesn't look condensed. That's a huge thing, man. Like, especially when they're low like this, like just a condensed fade looks stupid. I mean, personally, I think
That's a poor choice of words.
no. If the guidelines are too small, it's gonna look all. There's gonna be a whole fade from a 0 to a 3 in like an inch. That's just not gonna make sense. So right here, but I do make my guidelines pretty small. But I also, fuck, we gotta cut this shit.
Nah, we're gonna keep it going real quick. So, he makes his guidelines a little bit smaller than usual, just because he uses so many guards. We use all the guards. We're not skipping any guards, just to make it easier for you guys to like follow along and just learn how to fade.
Thank you for cleaning that up, Diego.
No problem, bro.
All right, no, but I do go back and I make them a little bigger, like I did here, just because I was thinking like, man, it's gonna look too small. So we start with the clipper all the way open, and then we're slowly closing it little by little. And if you're wondering what that thing is on his head, it's like a Velcro, right?
Yeah.
It's like a Velcro for hair. It's pretty cool. Shout out to Mauricio.
All right, so this is the 1/16, and we're gonna do the same thing we were doing with the lever open. We're just gonna open it all the way, make a small guideline, and close it little by little.
Dude, you sound like a robot, man.
Yeah, I do sound like a robot, bro.
But anyways, little by little, and you see me go back. I'll say in the last video, because I know you guys watching on my videos, right? It looks like I'm doing crazy stuff here. Like I'm over here moving the lever like crazy. It's the same thing, bro. It's all the way open, and we're slowly closing it. It just looks like a lot, you know. That's why that's the same reason why I stopped like making my videos go fast, because this is like real time. This is how fast I cut. Well, not the haircut, but like this clip, you know, it's not sped up so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And then after the 0 guard all the way open, we have the 1 guard all the way open, and we're doing the same thing. I'm still trying to think of a name for this haircut, Diego. What do you think, bro?
The classic haircut, man. I don't know.
There you go. We'll just call it un clásico because he's Hispanic. YouTube was bragging, so Diego had to ditch me. We're at school right now trying to record this video, and a client came in, so he's got to take care of that. But you got me, right? So we got a 2 all the way open, and like I said, I was moving it up a little bit just because it was looking a little too condensed. So later I'll grab my 3, but I'm moving. I have a 2 all the way open. I'm gonna close it so I can fit the 1.5 all the way open, slowly close right in between that, if that makes sense. And I notice I do that in a lot of my haircuts. So let me explain that a little better, right? Once I do the 1 all the way open, and I close it, I get that line out, then I'll grab the 2 all the way open and I'll close it. And the only thing I have to do is connect the 2, which I do that with the 1.5 guard. I just really want to emphasize on that because that's why I said the 1.5 brings the haircut together. You know, so I'm not making a guideline with that. I'm just combining the 2. So this is where it can get a little challenging, but learning how to do this is what's going to separate you from all these broke barbers, right? So, and I call them broke because they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn, that they refuse to see what's happening right now in this industry. They just want to do, you know, the easiest way to do stuff, the quickest way. No, you can't do that. You need to learn the hardest way that requires the most skill and learn how to be quick at that, period, right? So here I'm doing shear over comb, and then I live, die by shear over comb. Doing this is like, it's just, I can't even come up with anything. It's just like the cherry on top. This is like the best way to make a haircut, like especially like this. You know, you can't go with the 4, with the 5, with the 6. For what? You know, there's this thing I read. It's a clippers cut, shear shape. You're shaping the hair the way you want it to fall and the way you want this whole haircut to look overall. So, I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but in a little bit I'll switch to a white comb so you can kind of see what I'm cutting. And this is also real time. I'm not the best with the shears, but I want to get so good. I just picked up some left-handed shears. Like, I'm really trying to do this, you guys. So right here, this is just a 2. I'm gonna go back to the 1.5 and the 1 just to connect the back and the sides. And on the other side, you'll see a little bit. I'll explain a little bit better what I'm doing with the shear over comb. So I'm combing the hair down and I'm picking it up what's hanging over the original hairs. So I'm taking little by little just because I want to see exactly what's happening. If you take too much, it's just like anything. It's just with the clippers. Now you have to go back and fix things. Now, I went to a class and I realized how many people are scared to use the shears or they just don't know how, which is crazy to me because in the beginning too, I was terrified. I was like, man, I don't know about the shear stuff because it's like, it's just your hand. It's your 2 hands. You're trying to shape and sculpt something to what you're trying to do. So That's why I'm saying the clipper over comb and stuff like that, going up with the 4 or 5. You're not really learning anything. You're just trying to be quick and get stuff out the way. But once again, clippers cut, shear shape. So what I'm doing is I'm shaping all the hair to fall directly how I want it to fall based on how it wants it. Does that make sense? So the hairs that are overlapping, that's what I'm picking up and I'm cutting little by little. I'm keeping the comb moving along upwards, if that makes sense. So it's slow comb, fast shears, you know. So the comb's moving slow upwards, and I'm trying to, my shears are moving pretty fast, but I'm not the best. So the comb is what moves up and your shears travel upwards with it. And yeah, so like I said, anything that's really hanging over, I'm hitting it right here like a bunch of times. I'm going over, taking little by little, combing it the way he wants. He's gonna comb it the way it falls naturally. All these different things is what you learn when you do shear over comb. Like you with a clipper of a comb, if you just go over it, now you didn't shape anything, you just cut the hair, which is, I guess, is cool if you're gonna take out bulk or whatever. But especially with his type of hair, like he wants to keep the bald spot in the back as covered as possible. He still wants to comb it over, but he doesn't want to have this bulk, which I'm going to take out right here. So it's just all this in the consultation, and knowing how to do exactly what he's asking for is how you're going to keep this client coming back. Even though this is my school, but you know, I want him to keep coming back to me so I can keep cutting his hair. You know, that just makes me feel good, and it makes me feel good because he's somebody who's willing to pay money and I'm still a student. Does that make sense? So I'm already knowing I please him with the way I cut his hair, but the techniques that I use, you know. So it's all a bunch of little stuff. I know I'm rambling, but anyways, I hope all that stuff didn't overwhelm you guys. Shear over comb, thinning shears over comb, it can get tricky, but hey man, we're here to learn, and I hope you guys took in and really listened to what I was saying, because those were gems, dropping gems. Call me MJ. What's the problem? Anyways, that's the haircut. Thank you guys for watching. Too blurry.
Divino, DVINO _24.
Thank you guys for watching, dudes.